That was Fair Elise on our meditation music. Good morning, Agape. It's a celebration. It's so good. Reverend Coco, shall we have the meditative thought?
Beautiful day. Agape, thank you. Now is the time for our meditative thoughts coming up on the screens. As always, I invite you to put it into play through the entire week because it is magnificent and glorifies God as you when you practice it. This is what Reverend Michael tells us today. When everywhere you look, you see the work of Spirit taking place, praise spontaneously bursts out from your heart. Even your very breath becomes a prayer of inhaling divine energy and exhaling gratitude for your precious human incarnation. Life is seen as beautiful, even those things one wouldn't normally consider as being so. Our sensitivity to our sensitivity to Spirit's presence increases. And we see its activity everywhere in everything and everyone. We are filled with more joy, more peace, creativity, wisdom, all the inherent qualities of our soul. So that's from Reverend Michael. Now my understanding is we actually have a video, yes, from the teens that we're going to see. So, here we go.
Happy Appearance Day, Reverend Michael.
From Teen Agape.
To you.
Have the best day ever.
We appreciate you.
We love you.
We love you. We love you. Yes. Woo. Yes.
Yes. All right. Hey, revolutionaries of love. Okay, now. Welcome to Agape. Welcome to this wonderful day of celebration. Let's all stand for our opening song. Our opening song today is A Lovely Day, because it is a lovely day. Woo! We got the Unconditional Soul Ensemble in the house here today. Woo! Ebony, Stacy, Gia, Joshua, Jason, Kenna, Brenda. We got Sarah, Grace. I'm Marianne Lewis. Amazing house band today. Woo! Yes. International choir in the house. Kev Choice, special guests. And Reverend Michael. Woo! Hey. Yeah. Come on.
When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hits my eyes, and some distraction without warning, love, tries to occupy my mind. Then I think of you, and the world's alright with me. Hey, hey, hey. Just one word from you, just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. Lovely day, 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 Ralph's birthday.
When the day lies ahead of me, seems so possible.
to face when someone else instead of me always seems to know the way. Then I think of you,
And the world's alright
the
with
world
me.
is all right with me.
Just one word from you,
Just one word from you,
and I know it's gonna
and I
be.
know it's gonna be
A lovely day, 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 right birthday, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, it's the right birthday. Lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, right birthday. Lovely day, 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 happy birthday. Lovely day, 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 happy birthday. Lovely day, 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 birthday day.
Give it up for the Rose.
Yes.
Good morning, everyone. Life is fantastic. Life is beautiful, yes? Is it a lovely day or not? It's a beautiful day. It is a day the Lord has made, the great law of life, commanding us to rejoice in it and to shine our light so bright that all seeming places of darkness are lit up from within inside out because of our presence and for our love of loving. I hit the gong for the first time in the name and the nature of the infinite supreme one that is within us. I hit the gong for the second time in the name of the individual expression of the Supreme One, which is you and me. And I hit the gong for the third time in the name and the nature of all that we're called to manifest. That which is invisible and indivisible, we are to bring it into visibility. Love, peace, harmony, abundance, joy. And so with that, we continue with our musical soundtrack of the day under the direction of Mary Ann Lewis, the Agape Soul Ensemble, the International Choir, and more.
Love between my brothers and my sisters. If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning, I'd hammer in the evening, all over this land. I'd have justice, I'd have freedom, I'd hammer out the love between my brothers and my sisters.
to celebrate? I don't know about you, but I am here for a love revolution. Who's here for the love revolution? Oh, you can't be here for the love revolution sitting down in your comfy seat. If you're here for a revolution, you got to get on up. You got to get up for the love revolution. You see these signs? Where are my signs at? They put all the signs away. Hold up your signs. Y'all still supposed to have signs. Did you see those beautiful, magnificent signs? Look around. What do those signs say? I am love. Say it.
I am love.
Say it.
I am
One
love.
more time.
I am love.
Hey. We're going to take it up another level. What do you want?
Love.
See, some of y'all ready, some of y'all not. What do you want?
Love.
When will you be it?
Now.
What do you want?
Love.
When will you be it?
Now.
Are you ready to celebrate our favorite love revolutionary? Come on, choir.
Celebrate the revolution.
First time I had a hype man.
Celebrate the rev. Celebrate the rev. Celebrate the revolution. Celebrate the rev. Celebrate the rev. Celebrate the revolution. Celebrate the rev. Celebrate the rev. Celebrate the revolution. Celebrate it now. Celebrate the rev. Oh yeah. Celebrate the rev. Celebrate the revolution. Celebrate. Celebrate the rev. Celebrate the rev. Celebrate the revolution. Celebrate the rev. Celebrate the rev. Celebrate the revolution. Celebrate the rev. Celebrate the rev. Celebrate the
Follow the signs, revolutionaries of love. Celebrating the revolution.
Is it my turn now? I'm seeing a lot of this for the first time, so I want you to know that. I think they can be seated now, right? Can I be seated? Okay, you can be seated now, but you're not giving up the vibration of the revolution of love, which is the most powerful presence on the planet, of which our name Agape emanates from. To be lovers of love. To not even have an object to love, but to be in that mature love state where we love to love. And that's what we're here to grow into. We're here to perfect our loving while on the planet. So I appreciate all of you for showing up today, not only to celebrate the founder's birthday, that would be me, but to celebrate you, to celebrate you catching the next great vision and version of yourself. Now, first of all, is there anyone here from out of town? If you are, please stand up, all out of towners. Even if you've been here before, but you don't live in Los Angeles, but you came. Brother Rick Smith is here with us, and just give them all some love. Many people I found out, did their schedule so they could be here today from out of town. We appreciate that. And if you've never been here before, never been to Agape before, please stand. All first-timers. Wow. Beautiful. And remain standing. Even if you're somewhere in the 85 countries that are tuning in right now, even if you're somewhere around the globe, stand up as well. We see you, we feel you. We want to celebrate you, we want to welcome you, all first-timers. And this is what we do. We embrace the practitioners that are here in the sanctuary, as well as those that are online. They stand with us, and we extend our hearts through our hands. And we say this to you. Welcome to Agape. We recognize you. We see who you truly are. the spiritual image and the very likeness of God. A unique emanation of love, beauty, and divine intelligence. Truly, you are a one-of-a-kind wonderful. A unique expression of brilliance. Unfolding genius. And today, we get to celebrate your very existence. We get to celebrate your infinite potential. We appreciate you. And we thank God for you. Welcome to Agape! Oh, yes. And that's who you are. That's how we recognize you. That's how we celebrate you. And that's what you are growing into. We have wonderful spiritual counselors here at Agape. It's the mystical order of the licensed practitioner. You've heard me mention them. There's going to be one individual that comes forward, and she's going to represent the field of the practitioner. She's going to bring this place to become an affirmatorium. We're going to affirm the truth of our being. The purpose statement, the selected reading of the day, and she's going to anchor us in this morning's evocation for this particular service. Amber Valentine, Saint, come forward, and she's a newly licensed practitioner.
Good morning, Agape. Reverend Michael's theme for this month is True Revolutionaries of Love. It's our moment. And his topic today is You've Been Summoned. What are you summoning? It was my joy to facilitate our meditation session this morning with music provided by Fair Elise. Today's musical inspiration is the Unconditional Soul Ensemble and the Agape International Choir under the direction of practitioner Marianne Lewis. With special guest, Kev Choice. Our interpreters for today are Romina Mena and Darcy French Meyerson. Agape's licensed spiritual practitioners hold prayer vigil during service and are available for individual prayer immediately after this service. They are also engaging with you in the comments of this broadcast on Facebook and YouTube. You are invited to share any prayer requests there or contact our prayer ministry directly. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, ministers, practitioners, staff, and the entire global Agape family, this beautiful flower dedication today honors our beloved Reverend Michael's birthday. Reverend Michael, we honor your depth of relationship with Spirit that continues to fuel your decades-long commitment as a powerful revolutionary of love, and that has allowed for this cultivation of the inner discipline and teachings that brought the Agape vision to life, gifting and inspiring each of us to take a stand for love from the highest of who we are as spiritual beings, and guiding us through this ongoing time of intensity when humanity is at the apex of one form of evolution and at the beginning of another. In celebration of our founder and spiritual director, we also honor the many thousands of individuals who, through their spiritual practice, allow Reverend Michael's truth teachings to outwardly flow, boldly transforming the consciousness of the world. Now it is time for affirmations. I invite you to please stand if you are able and repeat them aloud after me, line by line. I am an overflowing fountain of God consciousness.
I am an overflowing fountain of God consciousness.
Sacred qualities and gifts of the Spirit express as me fully.
Sacred qualities and gifts of the Spirit express as me fully.
Vim, vigor, and spiritual vitality renew and restore my body temple.
Vim, vigor, and spiritual vitality renew and restore my body temple.
My gratitude awakens and activates greater and greater good in my life.
My gratitude awakens and activates greater and greater good in my life.
Right seeing and divine being, that is my destiny.
Right seeing and divine being, that is my destiny.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Amen.
Amen.
Agape's purpose statement. Our purpose as an intentional spiritual community is to be a living environment for individuals to realize that they are unique emanations of God, the love intelligence governing the universe. We embody an understanding of our oneness with God, and we consciously practice this truth in our everyday lives. Through the New Thought, Ageless Wisdom teachings, and the energy of unconditional love, we are committed to individual transformation and to being a beneficial presence on the planet. Simply, we are here for God. The selected reading is taken from Life Visioning, a transformative process for activating your unique gifts and highest potential, by Michael Bernard Beckwith. The following can be found on page 9 and is entitled, A Source Beyond Ego, a Grace Beyond Luck. There is a life occurrence or a sequence of events unique to each of us that breaks through our self-imposed limitations, our egoic self-will, beckoning the authentic self to come forward and announce itself to us. Whether you credit it to karma or that which seeks to emerge through us, the wisdom in this grace knows exactly what conditions will cause us to exclaim, "Enough is enough. I give my consent to my next level of growth." We then set out to identify the qualities we must acquire, when the truth is just the opposite. We are already fully equipped with what it takes to live the highest vision for our life. All we have to do is tap into it, to discover it within ourselves and put it into action. Visioning shines the light upon our inner treasure house, illuminating our natural wisdom, joy, compassion, intelligence, love, tranquility, creativity, and generosity. Yay!
And a little child shall lead them.
It is a source beyond ego that provides the inner guidance that will lead us to transcending our current limitations. It lets us know we face nothing alone, that we are indeed carried by the Creator life walking in our feet, working through our hands, beating our hearts, and breathing through our breath. This great mystery is the motivating power within the life visioning process. It is the underlying urge to evolve into our innate wholeness. May each and every one of us say yes, to accepting our life purpose, which is born out of love, thrives in love, and merges in union with love's source. And with all of that love, let's turn within. Taking a collective breath, anchoring into this very present moment. And how very grateful I am for this very present moment. How very grateful I am for this breath that connects me to this, to each and every present moment. And how grateful I am to know that in this life, in this breath, there is but one power, and that power is God. That God is infinite supply, source, nourishment, love, compassion. That there is but one mind, one grace, one life. And how blessed we are to be in this field, this infinitely supplied field of God right here, right now. In this field of God, this infinite breath, this love, this joy flows through and as each and every one of us as the embodiment of divine infinite wisdom, of that which we call God. There can be no separation, for God is always and in all ways. And so knowing that God is the only activity right here, right now, in this service, that God is the blessing and the blessed of Reverend Michael in this divine incarnation, this revolutionary of love. We join together in blessing this perfect spiritual evolution of life that said yes to his calling and says yes every moment of every day. Getting out of the way so that more God can flow to each and every one of us in this field. And so I humbly bless this divine teacher whose presence we get to receive and celebrate today on his solar return. I bless every song, every thought, every word spoken and unspoken. And I know that everything that is happening right here, right now, and continues to unfold in this service is both a blessing and is blessed. I bless each and every person who visioned for this moment, who said yes to this moment. Those of you in the sanctuary, those of you on the other side of the veil, and everyone in between. Thank you for your yes. And now, let's celebrate this blessing that we get to call our Reverend Michael. For this and so much more, I say thank you. Amen.
Thank you, Practitioner Amber, newly licensed practitioner carrying a high vibration and frequency. The doors are now opening for anyone who's waiting in the lobby to come in and find their seats as Marianne and crew carry the frequency of the Most High through this sacred music.
Sacred space of the living one. sweet embrace that is teaching us to know that the stillness provides just hear and abide in the peace of the Most High, in the peace of the Most High. We are dwelling in the secret place of joy. It's a state of grace where the glory can be free. It's the light that lets us see that we dwell in possibility, and forever it shall be. Forever it shall be. All that we are. It's all that we are. Dwelling in the Most High. Be still and know that we are. It's all that we are. It's all that we
In the living one, all that we are. Many of you know that we have 3 services on Sunday, but there's more to Agape than the Sunday services. Brother Pat Finn is going to highlight just a few of the things that occur behind the scenes.
Yes, let's keep it brief here so we can continue to celebrate the Rev's birthday and the music and the message. First of all, this week's guest on the Rev's Take Back Your Mind podcast is best-selling author and founder and CEO of the new conscious streaming platform Forbidden Knowledge TV, Billy Carson. Plus, the Rev will answer your life question of the week and guide you in meditation. Watch or listen to Take Back Your Mind with Michael B. Beckwith on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. And remember to subscribe or follow to receive alerts when new ones drop every Wednesday. Odyssey, Agape's young adults ministry for those aged 20 to 35, just missed it, missed the cutoff, yeah. Invite you to, by 32 years, but you're doing the math, 67, so invite you to join them this Friday night, the 28th at 7 p.m. All you got to do is click on the banner on the website to join and contact Reverend Arlene Hilton at revarlene@agapelive.com for any questions. We want our Agape family to take note, particularly people in the sanctuary, that all services in August are live stream only, and that is good news because the Saban Theater is renovating the lobby. We look forward to welcoming you into a brand new space in person as of September 3rd. And calling all love revolutionaries, add the newest Agape t-shirt to your summer rotation, and it's on sale right now at Agape Shop online, and while supplies last, in person out in the lobby. Also, as we finish up here, we'd like you to turn your attention to this next video message from a few Agape members as they honor the life work and impact of Reverend Michael and the vision of Agape. Inspired by their spiritual practice, many Agape members are making a mighty difference in the world, as we know, through powerful work in the global community, enabling Reverend Michael's and Agape's truth teachings to ripple out. Please open your eyes and open your heart as we watch this together.
Hello, Reverend Michael.
Andrea and Martin here.
And we are so honored to join in with probably the world, actually, to honor you on this extraordinary day and occasion.
Happy birthday, Rev. I can't even express how grateful I am for you. Being able to learn from you has been one of the greatest gifts of my life. And when I speak, people hear you as well.
We are so grateful and thankful and blessed to have your leadership and many, 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 many years of circulating around the sun.
The qualities that Reverend Michael brings, my favorite one is joy, and he is such a light being in every sense of the word light.
I love his faithfulness, that he really walks his talk, and it inspires me to no end.
Being a revolutionary of love is such a bold idea that Reverend Michael embodies more than anyone I've ever known.
There's many things that he has gifted me with over the years that I've embodied in all that I do. Most specifically, I have taken his integrity, his intention in living, and the recognition that we are always connected to Source. And through Source, we have the ability to love every sentient being and encourage them to see their fullness.
What I've learned from Reverend Michael is the teachings from the Answer Is You, the stages of consciousness, and I was able to look at what was the work that I needed to do to help me be the best man I could be, to be the best father I could be.
What I've learned from you is to be a representation of love itself. So that when I show up, when I walk into a room, that room is going to change. That room is going to be filled with an energy of possibility.
Reverend Michael's and Agape's example of being revolutionaries of love are the North Star of all that I do at Get Lit, setting the example of what it means to be a diverse, grassroots, and global community.
Because of Reverend Michael, because of Agape, I was able to found and start Spirit Awakening Foundation, which is an arts organization that is 27 years old. I download the inspiration from Reverend Michael, then I literally take it into the world, into the juvenile halls and the juvenile facilities where I teach and mentor incarcerated children.
We thank you for helping us realizing the dream of Martin Luther King Jr. and Coretta Scott King, both as our trusted friend and advisor and spiritual leader, and also in a very real sense for helping to fund the work in which we do for the Drum Majors Coalition, where we are funding the new generation of Martin Luther King Jr.'s and Coretta Scott Kings to fulfill the dream. So thank you for your support. Thank you for your love. And we hope that you feel just an ounce of all the joy and the glory that you bring to us, to our nation, to the community, and to our world every single day.
I'm wishing you the happiest of birthdays. I love you. I appreciate you. And here's to many more.
Thank you for your teachings. Thank you for your partnership. Thank you for your love. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to my godfather. I am the original godson, the one who has seen all stages and phases of your life. And just know that I'm deeply humbled and deeply in love with all that you are as a human being, as a man. And I look forward to continuing on this journey with you and celebrating every moment. Peace and love.
Happy birthday. How lucky are we that you walk this earth.
Happy birthday. Have the best birthday ever. I love you, big brother, and thank you. 谢谢.
It's all because of Agape. Thank you, beloved.
So beautiful. If there is something that you would have liked to have said as a message to Reverend Michael, you get your chance if you're in the sanctuary, because all the great posters that you see around are going to be in the lobby. You could write a message to the Rev, and they're going to be gifted to him for his birthday. Peace and blessings, everyone. Thank you.
That was beautiful. God bless. We have with us today from the Bay Area, Oaktown, Kev Choice. And our magnificent house band, that's Cal Bennett and Curtis Bird and Andre Barry and Christian Klikowitz and David Neal and Mitch Foreman to come back shortly.
Feeling so much love in the building. If you're feeling the love in the building, say, oh yeah. We're just gonna keep that vibration going. I said that the greatest gift that we can give Reverend Michael is being a revolutionary of love. So I'm gonna keep uplifting that in the spirit of the song. It's called Feel the Love, and I hope you feel it. Feel the love. Can you feel the love? Can you feel the love? Can you feel the love? Sometimes we just gotta sit still and just feel the love in our spirit and all around us, and illuminate that love around our community and around the world. Because I know, I know one day we gon' make it. I know one day we gon' have just what we're fighting for, just what we've been fighting for. They can't take this love from us. They can't take this love from us. It's deeper than they know. Yes, it's deeper than they know. And hey, and my soul has no limitations. My life is priceless, yeah. And my faith is endless, yeah. And I believe in truth. As long as justice escapes us, we fight for the struggle. And we keep holding on. We keep pushing on. And let me tell you, y'all, I know one day we gon' make it. I know one day we gon' have just what we're fighting for. Just what we've been fighting for. They can't take this love from us, They can't take real love from us. It's deeper than they know, Yes, it's deeper than they know. They got me falling, Can you feel the love? Can you feel the love? Let me talk to y'all real quick. I don't know if they heard me. Let me tell you a little something. Hey, y'all. When you sacrifice for your purpose, when no one understood that you was born for your purpose, when you gave my life meaning even when I had nothing, you made me feel worthy. Come on. You still right beside me like strength and righteousness, the consciousness that guides me. We keep holding on. Feel me? We keep pushing on. Hey. And you forgave all my faults, all possibilities, and all of my failures. Ever so patient, knew my potential was worth every moment, yeah. You believed in me when they doubted, gave me relentless strength to exceed all the expectations, yo. Just keep holding on, hey. You gotta just keep holding on, hey. This is for the legacy, I'm really a rare pedigree. Don't compare me to rappers, I'm more like Lettucey. Don't compare me to producers, I'm more like Debussy. Don't compare me to musicians, I'm more like Huey P. Revolutionary concepts, flood my mindset. Knowing that's a gamble and I'm taking all side bets. Knowing that I'm following the path of divine steps. While the blind leading the blind and need their eyes checked. I do this for Agape. We're representing LA all the way to the Bay. Around the world, put your hands up high. If you're feeling vibrations and you're feeling good vibes. If you're feeling alive, you gotta speak your truth. We do it for the community, do it for the youth. We gotta show them up north, a world of possibility. Coming on the stage and I bring my humility, all my vulnerability. Do it for the heights of the mic. When I do, it's about to blow up down the mic. On the stage, I'm here in Beverly Hills. I be feeling the spirit, it be giving me chills. I'ma do this every day of the world, every day of my life. I'ma do it cause I'm doing what's right. Put your hands up high if you're feeling the vibe and say, oh yeah. Because yo, I know one day we gon' make it, I know one day we gon' have just what we're fighting for. Come on, just what we've been fighting for. Hands up high, come on. Yo, they can't take this love from us. Agape, they can't take this love from us. It's deeper than they know. Hey yo, yes, it's deeper than they know. And let me hear you say, feel the love. Say, feel the love. And say, feel the love. We gotta feel it all around the world. One more time, say, feel the love. Come on. You gotta feel the love. You gotta make them feel your love. We gotta feel it all around the world, all around. Take them home, y'all. Let's take them home. Come on. Can you feel the love? Can you feel the love? And revolution, revolution. Give thanks.
KF Choice came down from the Bay Area to be with us today to celebrate.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, house band. Marianne, what you got? He's calling the international choir forward.
We're bringing forth this Agape classic, and to sing it for us, we have our very own Ray Davis in the house, and our very own Nikki Harris. This is I Rest in Thee.
Has been fulfilled by you.
fulfilled by you, oh God. My search is over, and I rest in thee. Every step has led to this moment. Every step I have taken has led me to this higher place. Everything I have ever done has led me to see God's holy face. My destiny has been fulfilled by you, fulfilled by you, oh God. My search is over, and I rest in thee. They make no difference. They don't concern me, and my life are rolled into this moment. Well, God is eternal. My life in God is eternal, and I am free forevermore. My search is over, and I rest. Something in me knew this all along. My life would be God's freedom song. And if this song is sung by the heavenly host, then I rest in thee. I'm gonna rest in thee. Something in me knew this song along. My life would be a melody, God's freedom song. And if this song is sung by the heavenly host, then I rest. Keep it right there, keep it right there. I rest in thee. Oh, something in me knew this all along. My life would be oh, God's freedom song. And this song is sung by the heavenly host. Oh, you are the rest. I rest. Ooh, my destiny has been fulfilled by you, oh God. My search is over, and I rest in thee. Yeah. I rest in thee. You are rest in thee. Something in me knew the song. Just rest. Just rest. Just rest. Just rest. Keep it right there and rest. Come on, everybody, take a breath. Take a rest. Right there, right there. So much peace. Right there with you. Holding my hand. I can lean on you and just rest. Thank you for the protection. Thank you for the consoling, yes. I can rest. I can rest. Can you rest? Can you rest? Nothing to be afraid of no more. Just rest. Just rest. Just rest. Just rest. Oh, you ought to rest in me. Oh, rest in me.
To Ray Davis. Ray Davis. Nikki Harris from the Gene Harris progeny. Agape House Band. Cal Bennett. Curtis Bird. David Neal. Andre Barry. Mitch Foreman. Christian Klikowitz. Under the direction of Marianne Lewis. This is our Agape International Choir Ensemble. Reminding us to, I shall not rest until I rest in thee, O Lord, O great law of emergence, law of the universe. We're resting in the evolutionary impulse that governs the unfoldment of our individual and collective soul. That there is more than a spark of divinity within us. All of our entire life is divine. And we are here to set it on fire, that we may live on this planet as true beings of power, beings of divine joy, infinite intelligence, compassion, kindness, generosity, beauty, and more than the surface mind can ever comprehend. Please give our music ministry some love and appreciation. And everyone that has graced the platform up to this moment, let us turn around and wave at those who are streaming in from all around the globe, over 85 countries, tuning in with us now and in the future as they wake up from wherever they are, whatever time zone they're in. They'll tune into Agape and they'll see you waving at them saying, we see you and we feel you. This is the day the Lord has made, as Scripture would say, commanding us to rejoice in it. That is a spiritual practice, to rejoice in the Spirit of the living God, that the whole thing is open through rejoicing and praising of the Spirit. Pray and praising of the Spirit, that we may become more and never less than our true self. This month we have been working with the theme, as you can tell for those of you who are here for the first time, to be revolutionaries of love, and coming to an understanding that to be a revolutionary of love, that this is our moment. That during a time in human history when there's such a curating of hate and separation and polarization and the rising tide of racism and bigotry and homophobia and things of that particular nature, that the true revolutionaries on the planet are those that can hold the frequency and the vibration of love even when it's not popular. And that is to embrace each other, regardless of whether one is agreement with a particular stand or ideology or things of that particular nature, because at the end of the day, none of that matters. At the end of the day, when we arrive on planet Earth, we are arriving on planet Earth to perfect our loving, You see? And so when you leave the planet, many people are going to look back and realize they were sweating over small stuff, arguing over limited points of view and opinions and positionalities and perspectives and perceptions, and they forgot the whole plot. The whole plot is to perfect one's loving. And some people get so entangled with their limited belief systems. That's why belief system and BS have the same letters, They get so entangled with their limited belief systems that they forget the plot, the book, the story. They forget the main character, which is the God presence flowing through them. They forget everything and get caught up in the conundrum of separation from the presence of God and live a life almost that's meaningless. They get caught up in materialism. They get caught up in being rightism. They get caught up in getting more-ism. They get caught up in all the things that pull the mind into a lesser focus and forget to discover that there's a power within us that can heal anything. There's a power within us that can bring forth ways out of no ways. There's a power within us that allow us to curate that which we would call the miracles in our life out of seeming doom and gloom, out of lack and loss and limitation, out of all manner of challenges. There is something within us, as it is written, that he and she and the presence and the power that is within you is greater than the power that's in the world, you see? And we are here to discover that, and not just to believe it, not to just remain believers about it. It is beautiful to have a book on yourself and to believe what it says, but the next level is to actually have an insight and a revelation through spiritual practice that you go beyond believing it, you actually feel it in your heart. You actually walk and talk with it. It actually becomes real to you so that you're anchoring the realm of ever-expanding good, which is another name for heaven, on earth as it is an expanded perception of heaven until earth becomes heaven. So being a revolutionary of love is to be a true revolutionary at this time in human history when it becomes so easy to hate, so easy to separate, so easy to come into fear and worry and be right about something. You are coming into the awareness as a revolutionary of love, you'd rather be in alignment with truth than to be right about anything. Being right is an ego perception. Being in alignment is a heart perception. You want to be in alignment with the presence of God. And so, as we talked about a couple of weeks ago, one of the communities that rose up during a time of war was the folkloric movement that birthed out of the movement of these young people saying, as bombs were going everywhere in their country, what is it that lasts? And they said the only thing that lasts is love. And out of that came the folkloric movement. We stand in that same frequency. Agape International Spiritual Center. The only thing that lasts is love, when that love is activated within our heart. So today, the topic is simply, you have been summoned. You have been summoned by life itself to fill the void of seeming polarity that you see in the world. Now, what does that mean? In capital R reality, in the mystical awareness of unity and oneness, polarity does not exist. It exists in the manifest realm, but it does not exist in the absolute. There's only one God, one power, one presence, one love, one life. It is everywhere. It is unified with itself, never compromises itself, never contradicts itself, never works against itself, never sabotages itself. It is what it is and is always what it is. It is what it is. And it always is what it is. In the realm of the manifest, we can look at what is called polarity. It looks like the pair of opposites, yin and yang. It looks like the pair of opposites, you see? But in reality, it is a positive and a void, a positive and a negative. A negative does not exist. It means something's not there, you see? So you have something and a no thing. You are summoned to, when you see hate, and you see disrespect, you see injustice, you see the curation of lack and limitation. That means something is absent there. Doesn't mean something is there. It means something is not there. Now, nature abhors a vacuum, which means you have been summoned to fill that vacuum with love and peace and harmony and wholeness. So you have to ask yourself, what are you summoning? What are you summoning? And you have to stand in deep and abiding awareness that you are to summon the strength to love. You are to summon the strength to be generous, to be creative. You are to summon the strength to be more yourself. You are to summon the strength with the awareness that you have what you need. Now, how can I say that? Because metaphysically, mystically, you have everything that you need. It's already within you. And need means, this is what need means. Need means that there is a potential within you that needs to be activated. So you don't need anything outside of yourself. You need the activation of what you already have. So you have to summon the strength to say, I have what I need. Let it be activated now. I have what I need. Let it flow now. I have what I need. Let it express now. So you stand in that dynamic awareness of I have been summoned by life to be able to look for the places that are voided of the presence, that I may stand in the gap there and allow my frequency and my vibration to fill that void, that vacuum, you see. And in so doing, you come to an awareness that hate is not an absence of love. Hate is the absence of love, because hate is not a power. It's an absence of the only power that there is, you see. Now that's pure mysticism. Oneness, unity, one God. God does not have an God does not have an opposite. If God had an opposite, we would all be being afraid of the devil or something like that. But we're not, because the devil does not exist, because there's no opposite to God. And if it did exist, it would be in the confines of the presence of God as a deep and an abiding whole, an infinite lack by which more and more and more and more and more and more of the presence could be realized. Take a class and come to understand that. Now, and so as you are standing in the gap of being summoned, just say, I'm summoned by the all-good. I'm answering the summon to be my greatest self. I'm answering the summon to live a life of excellence. Peace, joy, and wisdom. Prosperity, health, and compassion. I'm answering the summons today. And now we're standing with the awareness of what am I summoning? Now this is very important, because the surface mind has a bias towards negativity. Now, it's not your fault. You turn on the news, there's going to be a bias towards, if it bleeds, it leads. It's going to be a bias towards negativity. It's going to be a bias towards the worst case scenarios. It's going to be a bias towards everything that you can be afraid of, and it's going to be backed by music at 11. And it's going to pull you into the dynamic of everything that could go wrong in your life. And so the mind has a bias towards that which is negativity, you see? And what you are doing as I state in my podcast, as you take back your mind, as you begin to do spiritual practices on a regular basis, you start to have a bias towards beauty and love and possibility. You start to have a bias for the miracle. You start to wake up looking for a miracle. You start to look around every corner to see what good is about to come. And there's a light hitting your direction. It's not a train. It's the Christ of your own being emerging through you. You see? You start to have a different kind of bias for life. And then in so doing, you understand the power of choice, you see? Choice is a function of ever-expanding awareness, but here's the deal. Every choice that you make, from fear, from anger, from convenience, from deceit, haunts you later on in life. It creates a shadow that shows up in your life, even when you choose good things from time to time. But if you're choosing from fear, and then you are limiting the frequency of that choice. And since your frequency is the currency by which you move forward in life, you begin to have a shadow effect on your choices. This is why we have a spiritual practice that stands tall in gratitude, thanksgiving, and appreciation, so that we keep choosing from the higher vibration and the higher frequency that contains no shadow of turning, it doesn't haunt us later later in life, even that choice is hard. Sometimes you have to choose to let things go that no longer serve you. Sometimes you have to choose to walk in a direction that is difficult because you know you're going to have to grow and develop and unfold and change. You're going to have to change habits. You're going to have to change conversations. You're going to have to change people. You see? But when you choose from, oh my God, this is what I get to be. You're choosing from, oh my God, I see what God sees in me. You choose from, oh my God, there's infinite possibilities around me. I'm overjoyed about the possibilities of my life. When you choose from that expanded space, then beyond your mental perception, beyond your human experience, you open up to that part of you that knows everything without experience. There is a part of you called God, pure spirit, that knows without experience. It knows without your figuring out mind. It will lead, guide, and direct you in a language and in a way that you can understand if you yield to it and if you summons that kind of strength from within your own self. Wake up every single day and say, I'm summoning prosperity. I'm summoning good health. I'm summoning good friendships. I'm summoning joy in my life. And then you add this. You no longer become embarrassed at your joy. You know, this is important. This is important because, you know, we've normalized fear, doubt, worry, separation, and angst, and trepidation, and we've normalized all of that. And so it's easy for people to say, you know, I'm this, I'm lonely, I'm angry, I'm tired. I'm not saying that's not a part of the human condition, but sometimes you don't have to be embarrassed to say, I'm happy. You don't have to be embarrassed to say, I know there's a way out of this. You don't have to be embarrassed to say, there's a way out of no way. You don't have to be embarrassed to say, I'm feeling joy and I don't even know why. Now, here's the deal. When you are no longer embarrassed at being successful and happy and joyful, you are vibrationally holding a space for other people to rise up with you. You're not accepting an invitation to the pity party. You're not RSVPing to the pity party. You say, oh, I know I was invited, but I can't go there. I got something else to do. I'm going to Agape. I'm going to watch Agape on YouTube. I'm going to celebrate. I'm going to get with a prayer partner, and we're going to go deep. And we're going to come to a heavy bias about possibility. You see? And then you begin to understand this will save you a lot of time. One of the greatest time wasters is trying to change another person. First of all, they will resist change. Somebody wrote into the Take Back Your Mind podcast. They were asking about some of their family members and friends as they have shifted and grown and developed spiritually, and they were trying to figure out how they can help change them and bring them to a higher order. I said, you can't do it. I said, listen. It says scripturally, you can't cast pearls before swine. Now, I ain't calling people pigs. Don't get me wrong. That's reserved for another part of the society that sometimes play ignorance. But listen, you understand. Not all of them, just a few. Now, why? Because if you kind of give a pig a pearl, it's going to be kind of upset. It wants garbage, okay? So, casting pearls before swine, it says it will turn and rend you, meaning it will take what you share and work against you. So if you try to go to somebody, you tell them about your spiritual practice and your spiritual community, as soon as they see you fall or get angry or something or say, it's not working for you. You got upset at so-and-so yesterday. They will take what you said and use it against you. And so the pig represents unreceptive consciousness. You don't try to give something to an unreceptive consciousness. So if they ask you a question, why are you smiling? Why are you happy? Why are you meditating? Why are you reading that book? Why are you taking that class? Now they're receptive. Now you can share. But you can't share before that. Now, you can't change anyone because no person can change another person. Let me tell you why. The only thing that changes an individual is illuminated truth. That's the only thing that changes somebody. It's truth. When truth hits somebody and they hear it and they're receptive to it, it changes them. Now that truth may come out of your mouth. Like the people that were sharing about myself in Agape, that wasn't, they caught an illuminated truth that was coming through me. It hit them and they said, oh, I got to start spirit awakening. I got to become a better man. I got to become greater dad. I got to become a greater lover. You see? It was illuminated truth that did it, not the person. Now, when a person tries to change another person, that's one illusion trying to change another illusion. Can you imagine an unenlightened psychiatrist trying to change somebody? That person will be on the couch for 30 years. Because there has to be illuminated truth. Now, as the therapist is illuminated, it doesn't even matter what their technique is. If they're illuminated, then their silence and their questioning and their focus will carry illuminated truth, and it will hit the other person, and the other person will begin to change because of the truth that is within them. So don't try to change anybody. That's called a time waster. What you do is you become so you. You no longer become embarrassed about your joy and happiness. You no longer become embarrassed about your expansion. You no longer become embarrassed about your moving and growing and unfolding and shining the light and having a level of joy even when it is difficult. We're not saying that life is not full of challenges. It is, you see. But challenges activate the potential that is within us. It pulls out something that is latent within us. No one in here has gone through life without suffering some kind of loss. No one is in here has gone through life without someone making their transition. No one in here has not lost money or something being stolen or something like that. But out of that seeming loss, if one places their attention on that part of them that is never hurt, harmed, or endangered in any way, and that becomes more real than anything, then out of the seeming loss, you shall be given back what the locusts have eaten fully and completely. Oh, I'm trying to tell you something this morning. You have been summoned to be lovers. Now, when you understand that you have come here to perfect your loving, and you start to mature in your loving, two things happen. One, you no longer objectify people. You no longer just say, I love them, but I don't love them. You just love to love. And anyone that comes in your atmosphere, you love whether you like them or not. We're not talking like. Like's a little difficult. I met some human beings that were very difficult to like. I remember Kathy Mack and I were out one night going to the movies, and these guys behind us called me every N-word in the book, and Kathy Mack was like, did they still do that? I said, yeah, I've been black a long time, and it's still happening, I didn't like the guys, but I would not allow them to shrink my awareness into hate. I wouldn't allow them to shrink my awareness. It's just like, I'm not even going to respond to that ignorance. I'm going to go in my parking space, enjoy my movie, and have a good time. Anyway, there's people you don't like for whatever reason. But don't give them the power to shrink your heart. You see? So if we don't objectify, we just love to love. And then you become aware of something else. You never fall out of love. You either choose to go into the deep water or you stay in shallow water. Just like you can't fall out of a swimming pool. You just choose to stay in shallow or you go in deep. So when you're in love, sometimes that deep water is forgiveness. Sometimes that deep water is compassion. Compassion is the understanding of the lack of understanding. So you go deep into the deep water. If you try to get out of the pool or you try to think you're falling out of love, then you close your heart. So all that you can do is keep going deeper and deeper and deeper. Again, this is not giving you an assignment to hang out with people that don't like you, or people you don't like, or people that are way out of bounds in terms of their actions. But give no one the power to close your heart. No one. Give no one that power. Give no one that power. And then we rise up as individuals and as a community that holds a frequency that is necessary at this time in human history, when the whole world is trying to pull your mind into wars and rumors of wars and choosing sides and being all you can be by picking up a weapon and things of that particular nature. No. Don't let them do that to you. Don't let them do it. Take back your mind. Hold your heart. And stand in an ever-increasing awareness that there's a power, the greatest power on the planet, the greatest power of the universe that we know right now is love. The total givingness of the Spirit without any withhold, without any holding back. This is not sweet romanticism here. It's not sentimentality. It's a power, you see, of true love. I always remember this story that was told. It was retold by Ram Dass. And Ram Dass tells the story of this magnificent, well, the original story was told by the person that it happened to, and then Ram Dass tells the story very well. And he tells the story of this magnificent individual who had become a martial artist and jiu-jitsu and judo and a number of different arts. And obviously he was taught to not get in a fight, to always avoid that, to find a way to use his art and his consciousness to not have any conflict. But secretly, he was hoping that one day, legitimately, he could kick somebody's butt, okay? He was like in the back of his mind, he said, somebody would just give me the reason, you know? And so one day he's on the train, I think it was in New York, and he's on the train, and this big guy comes in, and he's smelling of alcohol, and he was knocking people down. He actually pushed down a pregnant woman, and he said, oh, here's my opportunity. Here it is. And so he looked at the guy, and the guy was snarling and like moving people around, and he blew a kiss at him. And the guy was mad, and he started to walk toward the guy, and the guy said, well, I'm ready. I'm going to let him throw the first punch, but I got this. And right when the guy was about to do something, this voice went, hey! It was a small Japanese man sitting on a bus. He said, hey, how you doing? And the guy turns around, huh? He said, you smell like sake. You like sake? I like sake. Come sit down. So the guy comes and sits down next to the guy, and he says, how you doing? And the guy says, my wife died, and I lost my job, and I hate myself. And the guy says, I understand. Why don't you come to my house for dinner tonight? And, you know, the guy that's telling the story says that was the greatest demonstration of martial arts he had ever seen. Love triumphed over violence, you see. Now, we're all called to find our place in this world in which the old is breaking up and the new is emerging. Everybody can't do everything. Do you realize, and even with all the protests that were going on in the civil rights movement in South Africa, present moment, there were people that were filing legal briefs. There were people that were teaching people how to march and to stay in prayer. There were people that were praying for people. There were people that were cooking dinners. Everybody had something to do. Everybody wasn't on the street marching. Everybody had something to do to hold the vision of the world that we want to live in and to hold the frequency of love you have to find your place in the changing that's trying to happen in this world. But whatever you do, whether you are an attorney filing legal briefs, whether you're cooking dinner for those who are having meetings in their living rooms. We used to have those meetings in my house with my mom. She was a part of the civil rights movement, and we had meetings in the living room, and people had to cook dinner, and people had to pray, and people had to strategize, etc. Whatever you're called to do, you cannot leave love out of the picture. Because you don't want to build a world with love. Just think about it. If you got everything you wanted in the world, but you didn't have any love, that'd be a terrible world that you would curate. And I've known some of those people. They got everything they wanted in the world. All the money, the fame, everything. But did not have that deep sense of self-love and appreciation, supreme confidence in a presence that is more real than the very chairs you're sitting on. You have been summoned today. You have been summoned by the presence. So when you look at the world, you hear, judge not according to appearances. And you see the voids, not the opposites. You see the absences, and you ask, how can I fill that void? Sometimes it might be just to pray. And I don't mean just to pray. We have a bevy of practitioners. They don't just pray. They have a realization that God is there. It's a whole other thing, you see. You find what you are to do. Some people are choreographing such great movement that when people see it, they have an insight into excellence. Some people are doing poetry that's changing lives. Some people are cooking a meal that make you want to slap your mama and your grandmama. It's like, I want to be a better person. Have you ever tasted Annie Stevenson's food? Oh my God. Anyway, everyone take a breath with me here. I just want just anything to get to you. Just any little thing. So let's go back to this. Oh, I just heard Che Guevara. Che Guevara one time said, "To this I must confess. The true motivation of a revolutionary is love." Yes. You see, Che Guevara. The true revolutionists at this time are not those who are walking around with guns or trying to change the world by violence or just trying to change the world according to what they think and leaving everyone else out except for people who look like them. The true revolutionaries are those that love, that embrace everyone, whatever stage of development they may be in, that we may hold a space that everyone may rise and have an awareness of that which is within them is the same thing that's within everyone. And then to feel the summons on our heart. And then today's summons, the strength within us, the vibrational frequency within us that is calling forth that which is invisible and indivisible, calling it forth as it is, as it already is. Speak it into existence. I have the strength. I have the capacity of love. I have the capacity for brilliance. I have the capacity for abundance and prosperity. I have the capacity to be healthy and joyful. You summons it from within yourself. Have a bias towards that which is beautiful. A bias, look for it. You see, don't be embarrassed about your joy at all. Don't waste your time trying to change anyone else. Change yourself, change your perception. And then you will be a true revolutionary. And you may not be a celebrity. You may not be on the front page because most of the time many of these people that are trying to get on the front page, they get on the front page for doing something stupid. I mean, it's become so fame-oriented that people will do silly things just to get some likes. That's the denigration of the being that we are. We're spiritual beings, and we want to be liked for stupidity? There's so many places I can go here, but I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be nice. No. You want to be known by the presence. When the presence of God looks into the mirror of your soul, the presence of God sees its own reflection shining back as infinite potential. You want to be known as an individual that's activating potential because you don't want to waste it. That's going to haunt you. Most people are haunted by what they didn't go for, what they didn't try, not for what they failed at. Failure comes with the game. We're all going to fail at something. Anything you try for the first time, you generally don't do it well. Anything you try, you don't do it well the first time. You're going to fall, you're going to fail. So you don't not go for something because you think you're going to fail or people are going to talk about you. I'm going to tell you something right now. People are going to talk about you whether you fail or succeed. If you fail, they're going to talk about you. If you succeed, they're going to say, oh, look at her. Who does she think she is? She's got a nice house. She's healthy. She's happy. She thinks she's the image and likeness of God. That's who she thinks she is. So they're going to talk about you anyway. So you might as well go for excellence. And don't care what people say. Only care about what your heart is cultivating within you. You have been summoned for excellence and to excellence, to live an excellent life. Go for it. Say yes to it. Shine it. Live it. Dance it. Celebrate it. Feel it in your bones. You are the only you that will ever exist. There will never be another you. If you don't do you, you won't be done. You've got to do you. You've got to express and activate your potential. Fail 1,000 times, but 1,001, oh, you'll rise. You'll rise. You'll rise. You will rise. You have been summoned by the presence of excellence to live a fulfilled life. Oh my God. That's the original OMG. Woo! Oh my God. Let us pray together. You know, you stand, let's start standing and then sit. Let's start standing. Let's take a confident stand. Stand in the feeling tone of confidence. Capital S, self-centeredness. The supreme self. Be centered in the supreme self. And feel like if somebody just now, whatever your secret prayer is, a dream that you have, maybe you haven't told anybody, but there's something in you that you really want to demonstrate. You really want to bring into manifestation. Just feel right now that it's just happened. Feel right now it's just happened right now. And feel that somebody just told you something. Oh, that made you feel so good. Oh my God. God, I've been waiting to hear that all my life. Ooh, just feel that that's happened right now. Stand with that kind of frequency right now. Just stand with that. You've been summoned into this vibration. Whew. Bring your hands together in that prayerful mudra. And feel the deep sense of gratitude and thanksgiving and dynamic appreciation right now. You have agency over your own awareness, and you can now feel gratitude and thanksgiving for no reason whatsoever. Or you can create a reason. Somebody just told you something magnificent. Whatever you were trying to demonstrate, you have demonstrated. It's happening now. You can be grateful for anything. The body doesn't know whether it's happened or not. Your imagination is fired up. It's re-enchanted with it's already happened. And now you are providing a way out of no way vibrationally. Your frequency is your currency. Right, Trayvon? So we stop in this awareness with pure gratitude and thanksgiving. And we begin to recognize, Oh, yes, we do. That there is a presence that is never in absence. And this presence is everywhere. Oh, we can call it God. We can call it love, beauty, intelligence. We can call it life. We can call it the source of all creation. We can call it forth right now as the activity of our awareness and recognize it everywhere. God is everywhere. God is in the ground, in the grass, pushing its way through the cement. God is in that liver that's healing itself right now. God is in that heart that is creating new cells. Oh my God, God is in that new brain cells that are developing, and people who thought they had lost their brain cells are now coming back right now. God, life is coming forth, is harmonizing prosperity where there was seeming loss. The presence of God is showing up. We're recognizing it right now. And we're feeling so one with this presence. We're not blaspheming the presence of God by saying we're one with God. No, we hear Mother Mary saying, "My soul does magnify the Lord." We're magnifying it. We're not blaspheming it. The only way you can blaspheme God, which you can't, because God can't take offense to anything, would be to try to limit God by saying, well, God is everywhere except where I am. Don't lie. Don't lie. God is everywhere, including where you are. And so we stand in this awareness of our oneness with the presence. And as I begin in carrying the vibration of this community, I speak the word for each and every one of us now, knowing that our life is the life of God, and that this divine life is moving through us in such a way that every organ, action, function of our body temple is made every whit whole, that our mental body is clear, that our emotional body is so pure, that our physical body reflects and reveals the fundamental order of the universe, that our body of affairs reflect and reveal the order of the cosmos. It's all happening now. When? It's all happening right now. I feel it in my bones. Now you may be seated. But maintain the prayerful stance. Keep that prayerful mudra happening. However it is that you want to hold your hands in a sign of reverential awareness of the presence that is never in absence. Be still and know that all of the presence is right here. And a way is being made out of no way right where you are. You are significant, or you would not have emerged from the ocean of devotion. You would not exist if you're not significant, because God does not make meaningless acts. You matter. So we feel this in our bones. The key word, we feel it. Feeling provides the healing. Feeling provides the revealing. And it's happening right now. Oh, feel that. Help them. Help them. Feel it.
Something in me knew this all along.
Come on, Carl Anderson.
My life is melody, God's freedom song. And if this song is sung by the heavenly host, I rest in thee. I rest in thee. I rest, and I rest in thee.
I rest in thee. I rest. I rest in thee. I rest. I rest. I lean on you. I depend on you. I rest. 'Cause your prayers of love lift them high, heals them, sustains them, it sets them free. Our prayers of love, I know they can lift them high. It heals, sustains, it sets them free. Your prayers of love, let them rest. They can rest, 'cause it heals, sustains, it sets them free. Anybody got a prayer today? Y'all come on, let them know it. Your prayers of love, it'll lift them high. Yes, it heals
them,
sustains,
it sustains,
sets them
it
free.
Sets them free.
So rest, just rest, rest in thee.
Rest,
rest right here.
Woo.
Rest right here.
Rest, rest, rest.
Rest right
Rest right here, Nikki. Rest. Sing it. Sing it. Sing it.
Lean on it. Come on, y'all. Depend on it. Yes. Don't be afraid.
No.
You can rest right there. Rest right there. Just pray. That's what it will do.
Sing it out.
Your prayers of love lifts them high.
It heals them.
What?
Sets them free.
Yes. So rest on the prayers. Rest on the prayers.
Feel into this vibration and feel the truth for Terry Clark's sister, Kathleen McCullum, that where she is, the presence is her life and is her health. Feel into this vibration and feel that right where Seswan is, God is his health and mobility and wholeness. Feel that God is Jackie Freeman's health and wholeness right now. Just feel that and feel anyone you're holding in prayer right now. Let go of the worry right now. Just feel how much you love God and feel how much you love God in them. Feel how you love them and let wholeness reign supreme in their life right now. Whether it's financial, it's physical, mental, emotional, relationship-wise, whatever it is, God is their life. God is your life. God is the life of Deborah Clinksdale and her family, as her husband Mario Clinksdale has shuffled off the mortal coil. He's made the transition, as it is called, from the visible to the invisible. His family is going through the grieving process, so we invite the perfect peace of mind that passes human understanding for Deborah and the entire family, as Mario is flying on the wings of the spirit of eternal life. This is true for Jamie Lula, as his friend Sue Kale has shuffled off the mortal coil, and all of the friends and family of Sue, we're blessing them as Sue is sailing life eternal. And If you're holding anyone in prayer who is moving through the transition phase, let our hearts now be open with compassion and bless the families involved, even now. Oh, we give thanks for this.
Thank you.
We give thanks for this, and more than words can ever say or even convey. We allow it to be so. That's why unequivocally we can say, and so it is. And so it is. And so it is.
So it is.
Even now.
Even now.
Especially now. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Ashe. Shalom. Salam. Aho. Hotep. Hallelujah. Now, so be it. So be it. So be it. So be the frequency. So be the vibration. There's more, and there's more. Do not leave. God is good. Ooh. Woo. Listen. Both ears and your heart. I love you guys. Love you. Thank you for showing up today. Absolutely appreciate your presence, and your soul is really happy that you're here, that you're in a high frequency, a high vibration of love. This is our opportunity to practice a law of circulation. That is, every energy you put out comes back to the source of its genesis. So today, as you are sharing, as you're gifting, as you're tithing, as you're donating, as you're offering, whatever you want to call it, whatever you put out, with the energy you put it out with is also coming back to you. Remember, you're making a choice, not out of convenience, not out of fear, but you're making a choice out of gratitude. So we turn within in this moment, and the first thing that I want you to give, I just want you to give thanks. Give thanks for your life, give thanks that you exist, and give thanks for whatever it is you have to give. Let us consciously bless it and dedicate it to the knowing of truth, illuminated truth, that makes us free. And so it is. Amen. For those in the sanctuary, we can say two things. We'll say five things, but we'll start off with two. One, thank you for showing up. Two, if you want to give checks and cash today, there are ushers at the door, and they will receive it as you exit. We're not going to pass the basket. We know that as you exit, you'll just drop it in the basket. Yes? Yes. So you may prepare that now, and you can take your phone, and you can take the camera part of it, and you can shine it on the QR code right there. And this is for everyone who's even outside the sanctuary. You're in whatever country you're in, whatever state, whatever city, whatever hamlet you may be living in. Just shine Hamlet. There are a few hamlets still around. And it will take you into the portal of Agape. You choose the amount and the regularity of your gifting using the QR code. If you're addicted to texting, we got something for you. You can text the word give to 424-321-6243. This is all on your screen, and it'll take you into the same portal. You choose the amount, the regularity of your gifting. You can do this now. This is all with your phone. QR code, texting, it's all with your phone right now. You can do that. If you want to mail it in, you're out here at Agape Land, you want to mail it in right now? Checks and money orders made out to Agape International. Send it to Agape International at 8549 Wilshire Boulevard, Suite 1156. Beverly Hills, California, 90211. I've loved this last week, received a lot of testimonies, a lot of birthday wishes. Thank you so much. And you can mail that in. If you, on our Facebook page, there's a panel right there, a donation panel. If you want to go to our website, you go to agapelive.com and make your donation right there online. Those are the ways to give. Do not step out of the giving flow motion. Be with it. You've come to the world to contribute, not to take. You come to the world to give something. Talents, gifts, capacities, love. Begin now. I'll be right back.
Stand for Love. The Global Choir has got a message.
Happy Appearance Day, Reverend Michael. The Global Choir loves and appreciates you so, so much. I'm Jenny Brewer, standing for love in upstate New York.
I'm Ian, I'm standing for love from Oklahoma to Africa.
Peace and blessings from Boston.
Aloha mako, yaoi. Aolila hanao, Reverend Michael.
Blessings, standing for love, love and more love from Toronto.
This is Arlene holding down the love in KC Mo.
Standing for love in Miami, Florida.
Being the love in Somerset, England.
Happy birthday! I'm standing for love in Vancouver, Washington. Celebrating the love that is Rev Michael from South Florida.
Ich bin Liebe lokalisiert in Deutschland.
Happy birthday, Rev
Michael. Joyeux anniversaire.
Beaucoup de bonheur.
Y'all ready to stand for love?
Stand in the end, you still be you. One who's done all the things you set out to do. Stand is for you to bear. Things to go through if you're going anywhere. Stand for the thing you know are right. It's the truth and the truth makes them so obsessed. You gonna real. You have you to compete and there is no deal. Everyone is stand, don't stand, You've been sitting for too long. There's a permanent crease in your right and wrong. That's your spirit standing tall. And the chains are about to fall.
You better take a stand for love, a stand for peace, a stand for joy. Because if you do not, then somebody's going to curate your mind. And if you find out that you're a hater, that means somebody's controlling your mind. Anybody that hates, they have no agency over their own awareness. You see? So we're opening ourselves up to the love ethic and allowing it to take over our life. So we stop in this moment and we give thanks for the outpouring of love as it is expressing through the sacred offering, the reverential donations. We bless Agape. We see that it has everything it needs to fulfill its mission and the next stage of its unfoldment. We feel it in our bones and we give thanks for it. And so it is. Amen. You may take your seats. No, don't take them. Just sit in them. Don't take the seats. We'll get in trouble. Reverend Julie Moret has a wonderful announcement for you. Listen very carefully.
As we celebrate Reverend Michael today, he requests that in place of birthday presents to him, we each support the vision of Agape with a financial gift above and beyond our regular giving. We have heard your requests for expanded access to Agape teachings, and Agape is 100% committed to making a significant investment in technology so that you can better access more of our teachings no matter where you are in the world. But we need your help. Agape is a donation-based organization. I know we say that a lot, but what does it actually mean? It means that everything you see here and all the behind-the-scenes operations have hard costs. Theater rental, office rental, admin staff, teachers, musicians, media team, constantly upgrading technology. And we only do 2 big fundraisers a year. One is in November, one is right now, this hot second. The bottom line is, it takes money to keep Agape up and running, so if we want it, we gotta fund it. Me and you, what do you say? All right. So then, expecting you to take out your phone in a minute. I also give for another reason too. Over 15 years ago, when I was just getting to know my husband, which means I was still hiding my crazy, in conversation one day, I referred to myself as an artist. And when I did that, he laughed at me. I didn't say anything to him in the moment, but that laughter, it was an ouch. It cut me to my core because what it said to me is I'm still hiding myself. I'm not sharing all of me. I'm just giving out some curated version that I think will be acceptable. But check this out. 2 Saturdays ago, we're out for a hike. And I'm talking about this class that I'm getting ready to teach. I'm so pumped up, so excited. There's all this creativity, all this flow. And he says, yeah, well, that just makes so much sense. I mean, you're just a classic artist. And what that means to me is growth. You know, it means that I'm growing. It means that I'm becoming more of myself. And it means that I'm feeling safe enough to share more of myself out loud. I give here at Agape because this is the place, these teachings, this class, that man, where is he? That man, he's probably going to the bathroom. Reverend Michael, this is where I got clear about who I am and what I have to offer. I give here at Agape because this is the place that I feel safe enough taking little baby steps of showing and sharing more of myself. And I give here at Agape because this is the foundation I needed in order to be able to take my full self out in the world with my crazy and all and feel good about it. And I could not think, yeah, why don't we clap for all of us that are becoming more of ourselves, right? That's what this is all about. It's about expanding and growing. And I can't think of anything more important to me than living an authentically aligned life. That's what I'm getting here. How about you? What is your very good reason for giving a financial gift above and beyond your regular giving today as a way of saying thank you, Reverend Michael? We appreciate you. We love you. What you do matters, and we have got your back because we know that Agape's teachings of love and oneness can heal every challenge our world faces. Yes? And by the way, part of our teaching is that your true self, who you really are, is naturally prosperous. So we could actually activate the law of prosperity right now for Agape and for ourselves. So if you want to play, become aware right in this moment, what is it that you love about Agape? What lights you up? The music, the teachings, the classes, the fellowship, the push-ups. If you don't know about the push-ups, stick around. Just a couple more minutes. And then as you gush your system with gratitude, know this. Gratitude vibrates at 540 megahertz. That is the highest vibrational frequency a person can be at. It enhances dopamine and serotonin, the neurotransmitters responsible for happiness. Gratitude reduces fear and anxiety. It releases toxic emotions. It improves sleep quality. It strengthens our immune system. So gush every single cell in your body right now with pure gratitude. And then let's put the practice into practice and whip out your phones or whatever device you want to use, and you can text to donate at 424-321-6243. Enter the dollar amount and the word B-Day. At agapelive.com, you can click on the birthday banner. You can use the QR code on the screen. It'll take you right to the giving page. And on Facebook Live, you can use the direct links provided in your chat. When you leave here today, those in person, there are baskets on the way out. There's also QR codes on the table in the lobby. And you know what else? You could also make donations of real estate, assets, charitable trusts, gift annuities. Include Agape in your legacy planning. If you want to learn more about those ways of giving, send an email over to giving@agapelive.com. No gift is too large. $100, $1,000, $20,000, $100,000. What do you got? What can you share? And also, please know, no amount is too small. What matters is opting in, showing up, and showing up with that consciousness, right? Our goal today is to collectively gift a minimum of $150,000 to Agape. If we all give a little, it becomes a lot. And if you've got more to share, then you get to ensure that others across the globe will have access to these expanded Agape offerings. Thank you for your generosity. May your lives upwell and overflow with massive prosperity for yourself, for Reverend Michael, and for our beautiful Agape International Spiritual Center. Many blessings to you.
Thank you, Reverend Julie. MOA, the movement of Agape. There's some blessings happening. Begin by counting the ones you can see. You're the spiritual image and likeness of the present. Take the breath right here. We are here to hold a space where we're beginning to really see that the presence of God is everywhere. Everywhere. We want to rise high. And we have to see it to be it. We have to see that. Begin to see with the eye behind the eye, hear with the ear behind the ear, feel with the heart behind the heart, so that they can see the invisible, hear the inaudible, do the impossible. There's some blessings happening. Guys, it's too good. It's too good. This is too good. My life is just too good. The love is just too good. My blessings are just too good. The harmony is just too good. My life is just too good. Prosperity is just too good. The love is just too good. Oh, it's just too good. We're in this joy together. We're in this peace together. Oh yes. Oh yes. We're in Wow. Did you choreograph that? It's Nicole LaShawn. Give her some love. Look at this. This is beautiful. You guys have just curated all the stuff I wrote. You got more? Oh, okay. Just give them some love. I had to ask because I didn't even know that was coming up, okay?
I think it's time for some push-ups. What do y'all think? Push-ups! Hey!
Uh-oh. You gotta take off this jacket then.
Let's have the Global Choir start us off.
The Global Choir has a song. The Global Choir?
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday, happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you very much. I did 100 in the first service, so there you have it. This is a donut. It happens to be a vegan donut, I'm sure. There's a hole in it. It's holy. But the space in anything creates the usefulness. You are the spaciousness. As you meditate and pray, you become so spacious that nothing can touch you. Because you're not even there. The only thing that's there is God. Have a donate on me. Peace and blessings.
Celebrate the Rev. Celebrate
Get
the
you a
Rev.
t-shirt.
Celebrate the revolution.
Yeah. Celebrate the Rev. Celebrate the Rev. Celebrate the revolution. Celebrate the Rev. Celebrate the Rev. Celebrate the revolution. Celebrate the Rev. Celebrate the Rev. Celebrate the
Time for a revolution. We'll meet you out in the lobby after. There'll be picture taking and things of that particular nature. We're going to do two things. We're going to sing the Benediction song. Joanne Coleman is going to come say something in Aramaic. What are you going to say in Aramaic? She's going to say happy birthday in Aramaic. And then Queen Kathleen is going to come up and follow Reverend Joanne and give us our benediction. Cool with that. Now you got to show up next week because something very special is going to happen. I got a special guest that you guys want to hear. I might tell you who it is. I'm hosting somebody very special, and you're gonna be jazzed.
Ishawa couldn't make it.
That'd be Jesus.
That's in Greek. That's Jesus. Ishawa couldn't make it, so he sent his love in a dream. And this is the language he would say it in. Bet Yadul Briham. Translated in English, it means your borning is blessed. Your borning is blessed. Alam, Almin, Amen.
God bless you, Reverend Joanne. Stay tuned. Reverend Joanne is going to be doing a 5-week class on the 5 Aramaic words that will change your life. Stay tuned on the website so you'll sign up for this class. It's going to be monumental for your transformation. Let us sing. Thank you all.
Blessed always, blessed always, for the arms of God surround us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say amen. Blessed always, blessed always, blessed for the arms of God surround. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say
As we bring the Reverend Queen Kathleen McNamara to give us our benediction, Reverend Julie and Sandy Williams and Jennifer want me to remind you that as you exit, that's where you can give your donations, and there's QR codes also in the lobby. Queen?
Oh, thank you, Reverend Michael. Oh, how blessed we are, how truly blessed we are to be in this community of lovers of God and lovers of one another. How grateful I am for this powerful teacher, Reverend Michael. How grateful I am to affirm and declare that he continues to expand, emerge, unfold, and reveal more and more light and more love and more insight through his brilliant beingness, through his holy oneness with God. This service has been blessed. We each continue to be blessed as we go out from here with this vibration within us and through us, that we too are a beneficial presence, individually and as a collective consciousness. And again, I say, how great God is. How grateful I am. And so it is. Amen.
And so it is. Amen. Peace and blessings. We'll see you out in the lobby. Have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your week and the month.
Sign the signs. Thank you so much, Unconditional Soul Ensemble. Thank you so much. Thank you, International Choir. Thank you, Amazing House Band. Thank you, Kev Choice in the house. Thank you. Thank you, Nikki Harris. Thank you, Ray Davis. All the birthday team.
Agape, yes. Tell all your folks in England and Russia too. Please don't miss this train at the station, because you miss it. I feel sorry for you. Oh yeah, motherland. Tell all your folks in Russia and China too. Please don't miss this train.